Here are 3 simple practical steps you can take to develop a consistent prayer life. The first step is the hardest, always the hardest. But if you can take that first step, the rest of the step will become so easy, extremely so easy. You see, most people, especially Christians, are suffering in life because they do not have a consistent prayer life. Please know that there is a very big difference between praying and having a consistent prayer life. If you haven't seen the part 1 and 2 of this particular series, I suggest you go back and watch them first before, so that you can get a better understanding of what I'm saying. Because see, just because you join a group of people to pray online every day, just because you join me to pray every day, doesn't mean you have a consistent prayer life. Please, in today's video, I want to go straight to the point. I want to go straight to teaching you the 3 practical steps you can take to develop a consistent prayer life. Are you ready? Get a pen. Get a pen. Step number 1, make a decision. See, if you really want to improve your prayer life, make a decision now, because nothing really changes in your life until you make the decision to change it. Your prayer life won't change until you decide to change it. Everything in life changes at the instant of decision. See, I know you want to develop a consistent prayer life. I know you really want to. I know you desire to. I know you wish, I wish I can pray like that. Hey, stop wishing and make a decision now, because decision is the mother of action. You can't do it until you decide it. It doesn't matter what I teach you. So have you made a decision? Now, step number 2. No, write it down. I've made a decision. I make a decision today to improve. Good. Step number 2, swing to action. I know you were not expecting that. Maybe you thought I would give you another abstract step. No, darling. It is your prayer life we were talking about. It is your prayer life you want to improve, not your English vocabulary. So the best and easiest way to improve your prayer life is to start praying the moment you have made a decision. Start praying now. Oh yes. See, don't worry if you are praying well or not. Nobody is checking. There is no report card for praying. Just be sincere in your heart. Start with this prayer, all right? Start with this prayer. Tell the Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, please help my prayer life. See, be honest and humble to admit that you are weak. So you need His help. You see, with just these 2 steps, step 1 and step 2, you are good to go. But unfortunately, you won't last long, because remember, consistency is the goal, and that can only come when you commit to your decision. So how do you commit to your decision? Very simple. People have always asked this question: how do I commit? Now I've made a decision. How do I commit? See, start now. Map out time in your day and divide it between morning, afternoon, and evening. It doesn't matter whether it's 7 a.m., whatever time, just write it. Set your own times, all right? For example, map out 30 minutes or 2 hours, anytime in a day. That if you map out 30 minutes, it will be 10 minutes morning, afternoon, evening. You can always increase this time. For now, duration is not as important as the discipline, all right? Next, discipline yourself to pray by those times, and if need be, let the people around you know that those are your times of prayer. Lastly, map out the time again and repeat the process if anything changes. See, there are certain things that can happen that can alter your timetable. For example, your activities can change. You can change job, or you can move into a new environment. So when that happens, all you need to do is to map out a new time for your prayer immediately and discipline yourself to that new time. And lest I forget, there are days when you won't feel like praying. There are days when you won't meet up with your time, either because of work, or because you're weak, or because you are distracted. If you remember what I am going to tell you now, you will always win. Listen and listen attentively. Every one of us goes through those days. That is the enemy's way of fighting back through our flesh. The way to deal with this attack is to think of it as a battle in which we must either win or win through prayer. When you think of it this way, it brings you back to the 3 simple steps to improve your prayer life.